Hello students, welcome back to this lecture. This is the lecture number 11 in this series. In this lecture, we are going to discuss characteristic loads. In last lecture, we have seen the loads in which we have discussed about the dead loads, live loads, the load combinations. Now, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the what is the meaning of characteristic loads. So, as per the specifications of IS clause number 36 or of IS 456 2000, this clause belongs to characteristic and design values and partial safety factors. So, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the characteristic loads only. So, let us start with the characteristic loads. So, as per clause number 36.2, this clause explains about the characteristic loads. So, in last lecture, we have seen that the loads which are acting on the structure, in which we have discussed about the dead load and the live loads. So, in whenever we have to design a structure, that structure should be able to sustain the dead loads and the live loads, particularly because these are the two major loads which we have to consider. The maximum working load that the structure has to withstand and for which it is to be designed is called as a characteristic load. So here the working load is the combination of dead load and live load mostly. It means that if the dead load and live loads acts at the same time on a particular structure, then you can say that that particular working load the structure has to withstand for which it is to be designed, and that load is called as a characteristic load. Or indirectly we can say that it is the load for which we have to design that structure so that the structure can satisfactorily behave for the intended lifetime. These characteristic loads are to be based on the statistical analysis. So as per the codes, the code specifies that the characteristic load means the value of load which has a 95% probability of not being exceeded during the life of the structure. It means that there is 95% possibilities that the load for which we have designed that structure, that load is not going to exceed beyond beyond the design value or beyond the value what we have considered as a characteristic, as a load which is acting on that structure. But there may be possibilities that 5% probabilities or 5% possibilities are there that load may get exceed beyond this value. So this particular value is called as a characteristic load. So let us discuss this with one graph. So if we consider the different loads which are acting on the structure, and if we plot a graph against the frequency and the loads, then the frequency distribution graph will be like this. So here the peak value, what we are going to take here, that peak value will be considered as the mean load. So let us consider this mean load as Fl. And as discussed before, that there is a probability of 5% that the load may exceed beyond the value what we are considering as the limiting value, that is Fk. So this probability can be termed in the form of statistical equation, that is K into S, where K is the coefficient, and the value of k will be taken as 1.64. So we'll get the total characteristic load as the addition of mean load plus 1.64 times S. So here we representing the characteristic load as Fk, mean load as Fm, and 1.64 times S. So we can say that the characteristic load Fk will be equals to mean load Fm plus 1.64 times S, where S is the standard deviation. But there is no statistical data available to express these all loads in the statistical terms. So that's why IS 456 prescribes use of appropriate codes for the characteristic loads. That is, IS 456 prescribes to use IS 875 1983 as a to get the values of characteristic loads. So the characteristic loads can be taken from IS 875 part 1, that is for the dead loads, part 2 for the imposed loads, part 3 for wind load, part 4 for snow load, and part 5 for the miscellaneous loads. So these loads can be taken as the characteristic loads. We stop here for this lecture. In next lecture, we'll discuss about characteristic strength of materials. Thank you. And if you like my video, please press on like. Also, do share with your friends. And if you want to get further notifications, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.